Types of chemical reaction, Part 2. Today in this video, we shall study about decomposition reaction. A decomposition reaction is a type of reaction where a single reactant will form similar products like A and B here. And as you can observe, decomposition reactions are opposite to combination reactions. As we have seen in the previous slide, decomposition reaction can take place by three methods. First one is thermal decomposition, second one is electrolytic decomposition, and third one is photolytic decomposition. In order to understand thermal decomposition better, we shall take two experiments. Experiment number 1. To a boiling tube, we take few ferrous sulfate crystals and heat the test tube. You will be able to observe ferric oxide formation along with the release of sulfur dioxide and trioxide. Activity number 2. For our second activity, we shall take few lead nitrate crystals in a test tube and heat the test tube. After some time, you will be able to observe emission of a reddish-brown gas in the reaction. The reddish-brown gas is due to the release of nitrogen dioxide. From both these activities, it is very clear that from a single reactant, they undergo decomposition by absorbing certain amount of heat, and they'll get split up into two or more products. In our first case, our ferrous sulfate crystals do have water crystallization, and when we heat, the color of the salt will change. Initially, it will be a green colored salt, but after heating, it will be converted to a reddish brown. Second one, electrolytic decomposition. In electrolytic decomposition, we will be using electrolysis of water. So here, in a mug, we fix two electrodes. We have used graphite electrode here. We choose graphite electrode. Inert in the sense they are unreactive. The plastic mug is filled with water along with few drops of sulfuric acid. We add few drops of sulfuric acid into it just to increase the number of ions in our solution so that the water becomes conducting. When the reaction is being conducted, it is observed that towards our anode electrode, we will be able to collect oxygen gas, and towards our cathode electrode, we have our hydrogen gas. And this is the chemical reaction that takes place. Water will undergo decomposition reaction when electricity is passed through it, which forms hydrogen and oxygen in it. If you clearly observe the picture, it is very evident that the volume of water in the test tubes are different. It is because the hydrogen cathode displays more amount of water than oxygen. It can be more clear by checking the chemical equation over here. Third one, photolytic decomposition. In order to understand photolytic decomposition, again we shall observe, otherwise analyze few experiments. First one, take a china dish. Into a china dish, we take silver chloride salt and leave it in sunlight for some time. We will be able to observe that the color of the salt will change. It will turn to a gray color as shown in the picture. It is because our silver chloride salt will absorb certain amount of energy from sunlight, otherwise a source of light which is being shown on the salt, and they undergo decomposition. While they decompose, it forms silver in solid state and chlorine in gaseous state. In our second experiment, we consider silver bromide salt. Silver bromide salt is light sensitive compound. So when silver bromide salt is left in presence of sunlight, they undergo decomposition and form the corresponding products. And from both the examples, it is very clear that certain kind of salt absorb energy from its surrounding in order to carry out the reaction. And this kind of reactions are called endothermic reaction. From the above three activities, like thermal decomposition, electrolytic decomposition, and photolytic decomposition, it is very clear that in order to carry out a decomposition reaction, certain amount of energy is required in the form of heat, light, or electricity. Hope the concept is clear for you. Thank you.